everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a savings challenge out of the book here, specifically the 100-day envelope challenge. We already did two of these, day 5 and 20, I believe. I'll see it in the workbook. And we are going to try to use all of the money. If I can't specifically fill out everything in the envelope or there's no numbers I can do, I'm just going to fill it out in another challenge in here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this cash stuffing started. Okay, so there was an issue when I was originally recording. That's why these two are colored in. But so far we already did 5 and 20. We're going to go ahead and do 1 through 10 and see what money we have left over. So the first one is going to be, of course, number 1. Number 2. And if you guys are wondering why I have double numbers on the envelopes, it's because if you can see here, I bought a box of 80 and not 100. So I kind of just doubled it. So it's this, like for example, this is going to be 2 singles and 82. So I have that through 1 through 20, but the rest of them in there are all just singular digits or numbers. This saving challenge I am doing is going towards my car. Just a little bit of a vent while I do this with you guys as you follow along. Back in March of this year, it was my birthday, and my car decides to die on me. Now, I had a Volkswagen, which, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So, which I was told by a lot of people, Volkswagens are great cars. So, I did it. And once I hit 100,000 miles, it just completely stopped. 3, 4, 5, 6. So, I thought it was the battery because I haven't replaced the battery in a while. So I replaced the battery. Still didn't start. So finally I decided to go get it looked at and fixed. And they're like, okay, you need an alternator. Ooh, flying envelopes. And so I paid that. Well, while I was going to go get the alternator fixed, I stalled out completely on the highway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So luckily my boyfriend was driving behind me in his car because I was on a major state route highway and I completely stalled out. First, my radio shut off, which that should have been a weird telltale sign. And it was also pouring out. So I am lucky that I was in the slow lane because I was worried about, oh, I dropped more envelopes. I am so lucky that I didn't get into an accident with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I am so sorry about that. My phone decided to stop working. So we did leave on envelope 8, but the moral of the story is that I'm glad I'm alive. The bad news is I had to pay almost $1,200 for that, and it still doesn't work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Also, if you're wondering why all of these are singles and there's not 5s, it's because the bank was closed. If I'm repeating this, I'm sorry, but the bank was closed by the time my boyfriend and I went last night. So I had to improvise and do it all singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So once I get 5s, I am going to fix all of these small ones and then put them towards other amounts. And number 10. I'm also, if I repeated this, I'm sorry. But in the last envelope I am doing, and as I'm adding $100 to this envelope to seal it up. Right now I have $250 left over After this 100, I will have 150 left over, which I am going to distribute in a minute, and I will show you the envelopes. 1, 4, and 5. I don't know why I didn't like that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 100. Okay. So now I have officially $120 in this envelope. So that is going to get sealed up. Okay, so I have 80 in 20s and I have 70 in 10s. So I was gonna do 80 and 70 and just knock those two out of the way, but instead I'm going to split up the 70. So I'm gonna do 80 for the 20s, and then I'm gonna do a 40 and 30. So that way we knock 2 envelopes down instead of, or I'm sorry, 3 envelopes total down instead of 2. So let's go ahead and do the 80 first. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Oh, why is that closed? There we go. Okay, that one is done. 40, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one is done. And last but not least, the $30. I don't know why these envelopes keep sticking to each other. And done. And so these are all the envelopes that we have stuffed today. That is a lot. So let's go ahead and color in the book. So like I said before, I accidentally did, okay. So I did 1 and 2 already due to a recording issue, but we're gonna go ahead and fill in the rest. Okay guys, my phone is acting up. So this is the challenge. Everything is now colored in. Subscribe to my channel and I will promise I will have this fixed. So subscribe to my channel, like and comment and share if you can, as well as check out my other social media pages. Thank you guys, bye.